Hey everybody, I'm Allie. Today is Sunday, April 25th, and this is my Y&R chat vlog. I thought that I would open up today's video with a question for you, and here it is. Which Y&R character do you most identify with? Is there a character on the show that you feel represents you or that has a similar personality type to you? I think this is kind of an interesting question, and it'll be a good way for us to get to know each other a little bit more. I don't know what I would say for myself. I have to think about it. I think I'm going to think about it over the course of the week and decide which character I think most, that I most identify with, and I'll let you guys know next week. But in the meantime, leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts about this question. I think it's an interesting one. So this week, Victoria had a bond hearing, and the Genoa City Press was swarming around the event. Jill was live twittering the whole thing from inside the courtroom, and I can't help but wondering how many little old ladies and people who just don't have computers and don't care about the internet are sitting back watching the show this week going, huh? What's a Twitter? You know? But props to Y&R for keeping it current. So as Victoria has her bond denied in the courtroom, Billy stands up in the back and decides that he can no longer keep this huge secret. So in a failed grand romantic gesture, Billy stands up and declares that Victoria couldn't have killed Adam because she was with him in his hotel suite at that time, having masked hot sex. I loved the look on everybody's faces when Billy made his declaration. The thought that their precious Princess Victoria could be sleeping with a dog like Billy, I think threw everyone for a loop, except for Victor and Jill. They knew right away that it was possible. They know their children, but everybody else was in complete disbelief. And of course, Victoria denies the whole thing. She essentially chooses to go to jail for murder rather than to admit that she slept with Billy or that she might actually have any kind of feelings for him. It was very sad. Billy went to go visit Victoria later in the visitors' waiting room. And I felt sorry for him because it seems like every time he tries to get his act together with a woman, he gets the door slammed right in his face, and that's exactly what happened with Victoria. I think he thought he was going to be a hero for her, but unfortunately the fact that he confessed that they were together didn't really even provide her with an alibi, since the murder happened before she went up to his room. So it was hard to watch Billy fail so miserably, and Victoria pretty much ripped him a new one. She yelled at him in this little waiting room at the jail. And I guess what was more surprising, or maybe not, considering how cold she can be, she claimed that their affair meant nothing. It was less than nothing to her, which we all know is a total lie. There's something going on there that's much more than just an affair. And he responded in kind, like, yeah, the affair meant nothing. It's no big deal at all. And I think it broke Billy's heart a little. It probably broke her heart a little bit too. But I think that Victoria needed maybe to make that decision because, hey, she's sitting in jail for murder and her child just got taken away from her. Maybe now's not the greatest time to start a relationship. So I'm okay if they want to put it on hold for a few weeks. That's perfectly fine with me. And as the week went on, of course, we learned that Victoria was covering up for Nick. Nick was the real owner of the murder weapon of the pen that killed Adam, and she was covering for him the whole time. And one interesting thought that I had during the week when I was watching this is that it kind of speaks a little bit to JT's point that Victoria will do anything to protect the Newmans, because while this custody hearing is going on for her child, rather than, she's being arrested for murder, and rather than just telling the truth to the cops right up front, she kind of chose to protect the Newman family over getting custody of her child. Now, I don't think that Victoria deserves to have Reed taken away from her in any way at all. And in fact, in so many ways, JT is being such a jerk right now. But I just thought it was an interesting note. I don't think she's a bad mother, but it was an interesting note. But now, of course, as the week goes on, Nick is the one that is arrested for Adam's murder. No, wait, no, it was Victor that was arrested for Adam's murder. No, wait, maybe it's everybody in Genoa City. I thought it was great, like at the very last minute of Friday's show, Victor walks in and announces, "I killed my son." That was a good one. Really, I think that Victoria and Nick and Victor and Sharon and Phyllis all need to be arrested for, let's see, perjury and hiding evidence and obstruction of justice and conspiracy and interfering with a police investigation and anything else that you can think of to add to the mix. I don't even know if those are real charges, but let's throw everyone in Genoa City into jail for Adam's murder. Even the kids, right? Yeah, the whole cast. Like, I want the whole cast of Y&R in jail behind bars for Adam's murder. But the real truth is, I think everyone in Genoa City only thinks they know what happened to Adam. Ashley had a really interesting reaction this week to learning that Victoria was arrested for Adam's murder. She was sitting at the athletic club having dinner with Neil, and when she learned the news, the first words out of her mouth were, "Victoria didn't kill Adam." You know, like as if she knew something that everybody else didn't know. So it makes me think that everyone who was in the basement that night thinks that they know exactly what happened to Adam. But as somebody commented on my video last week, Adam is probably sitting at the farm somewhere in Kansas, enjoying a glass of lemonade, sitting back, watching the TV, and watching this entire thing unfold. Alright, well that's part one of my video for today. There's so much going on with Adam's murder that that took up an entire video. But I'm going to talk about the rest of the show in part two, which I'm going to post to follow this. See you then.